and the money and the backing to oppress our people.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we gotta look at ourselves. We can't keep blaming the white man for everything that happens.
Right.
We know the social construct. But why are our people selling falling into?
Right.
We know they're gonna set us up to go to jail, but why are we still selling dope if we're gonna put ourselves there?
Right.
Instead of buying guns and got to switch and shooting each other up.
Right.
At some point, the white man ain't doing it.
Right.
The white man ain't gonna try to rob you today. I'm pretty sure a brother will though.
Right.
Why we instead of putting ourselves in those positions?
Retribution on the lit match. Fire and flames, done with the games. Edom and Cain and Jews that choose to live like them are one and the same. 1 John 3:15. Do you really know what that means? The hate in your heart made a murderer. Blood on your hands unclean. Think cause you fled from the scene. Your evil would go unchecked. That thought is obscene.
I'm Judah, I think.
You think?
I am.
You just saying that because you saw the sign?
Yes.
Or you just knew that already?
No, I did not know that already.
So what make you Judah?
Because I'm American and I'm black.
You American and black. Okay. So give me Deuteronomy 28. Let's start at verse. Go Deuteronomy 1:1 first. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. So we're gonna break this down for you in detail on why the American black is considered Judah today. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan.
Who Moses was speaking to?
Unto all Israel on this side Jordan.
Anna, who Moses was speaking to?
Israel.
All Israel, right? All right, so go to Deuteronomy 28. Let's see who Moses is speaking to in verse 1. Verse 1. 28, verse 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
All right. So Moses was speaking to the children of Israel, saying if we keep all his laws, statutes, commandments he told us to do, God was going to set us on high above everybody. That means we've been at the top of the top, living the best, having the freshest clothes, having all the money, everything we could want to desire, right? Now give me Deuteronomy 28:15. How you doing, brother?
All right.
What's your name?
K-Mo, how you doing, brother?
How you say your name?
K-Mo.
K-Mo. Okay, so do you know your nationality according to the Bible?
I don't know. You gonna probably tell me. I'm pretty sure. I think I do.
Okay, what you think?
I wouldn't say nationality, because anybody can change their nationality. You can be whatever you want to be. As the man thinketh, so is he.
Oh, no, you can't change your nationality where you come from, though.
What do you mean?
You can't change your bloodline, I'm going to say.
Right, okay.
That's what I'm saying. When I say nationality, it's going into bloodline.
What's going to come back? What's going to always be there?
Yes, sir. So what do you think you come from, your bloodline, the nationality?
I don't have... I know my bloodline is from that continent right there.
Okay, Africa? All right.
So I'm a descendant. I'm an African descendant. If we're not talking about Afrikaners, or we're just talking about, we're not talking about Afrikaners.
Right.
We're just talking about the continent, or whatever it was, Kemet, before the Greeks got in there, whatever it was.
Okay, we're gonna go into a deeper explanation for that. We're gonna go into a deeper explanation.
I got to go handle something.
No. Ain't no more important than this right here. Stay right here, sis.
Okay.
Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
So Moses talking to the children of Israel. And what set the children of Israel apart, we're gonna show you right now. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
It said, if you shall not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God. Y'all black people, let's be real. Do black people listen?
No.
Do we follow direction?
What people do?
A lot of
Huh? What people do? For one, you know what our conditioning is.
Yeah.
Why are we in this condition?
Because of the social engineering that's been placed upon us.
So why the social engineering been placed upon us?
Why? Because you got a devil roaming the earth doing as he wishes.
And he's going
why he doing that, though?
He's going against what you trying not to do, trying to make him do. Because he got put out of heaven.
Let me ask you.
Because he got put out of heaven.
Ask me a question.
What's your take on this on Zionism?
My take on it is, those are not the Jews.
That's right.
We're the Israelites according to the Bible. And that's what I'm proving to you today.
You ain't got to prove
I'm
that to
saying.
me. I know.
I'm proving it.
I'm saying I know.
That's why I asked you earlier. You didn't tell me that, though.
Okay.
You didn't tell me you know. I asked you that. So that's what we're going into. Go back to Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. This how we know who Israel is. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
He said all these curses gonna come upon us and overtake us. Why? Because we broke God's law. Because God gave us the covenant. And he told us specific laws, statutes, commandments we're supposed to do, and we don't do them. That's why we in it. Read on.
Verse 16. Curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field.
How do our people live in the city of Birmingham? Yeah, we curse. Look at that. That's a bullet hole over there. Last year, 2024, was Birmingham's highest year in terms of murder. They beat the record from what, 33? Yeah. Well, over 150 some murders.
I gotta go.
Oh, why you gotta go?
I got to, because I've been here too long. And I got these.
Ain't no such thing as being here too long.
You know we had all the murders.
Right.
We do understand the social condition.
Man, I gotta go. I'm gonna come back, okay?
Okay. Well, why is that the social conditioning of the people?
You got a people that's in power, financially. They control all media.
How do those people get empowered though?
How they get empowered?
You said that the social construction, right? How did those people get in that position?
War.
They took it by war.
Hybrid war.
But how they took it by war?
War. Social economic war.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how they took it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 43.
Take your time.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
All right, so when we was in the wilderness, Moses was talking to the Israelites. But also you had strangers and stuff, they was trying to tag along. They trying to follow us. Moses said, look, I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all don't keep these laws, statutes, commandments like y'all supposed to, them people over there that's following us, they gonna get above y'all. They were strangers, because we was the top people. He said, y'all don't do what y'all supposed to do. These folks over there, that's worth nothing to you, it's gonna be over you.
Right.
Read.
And thou shalt come down very low.
It says they gonna come up very high. They came out them Caucasus Mountains, right? Now they very high. Now they living above. Now they got the social construct and the money and the backing to oppress our people.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we gotta look at ourselves. We can't keep blaming the white man for everything that happened.
Right.
We know the social construct, but why are our people still falling into it?
Right.
We know they gonna set us up to go to jail, but why we still selling dope to want to put ourselves there? Why we still buying guns and got the switch and shooting each other up?
Right.
Go there. At some point, the white man ain't doing it.
Right.
The white man ain't gonna try to rob you today. I'm pretty sure a brother will though.
Right.
Why we still putting ourselves in those positions?
So, like you out here right now,
right.
You and these brothers
yes,
out
sir.
here right now.
Some
Some years ago, I tried to get every brother in the city who had any little bit of sense, and even the ones that didn't have no sense. I called for the doctors, the preachers. I called for the street hustlers. I called for the activists, everybody. Let's hit these streets. Let's go talk to our young brothers in these streets. When you show up like this, I've been seeing some of y'all marches, events, and stuff like that. And I seen the one in Detroit. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
You know the difference is?
What? Why we ain't hitting the streets, going door to door, wherever we find our young brothers at, in the spot, in the trap house, why we ain't going with that force and talking to them and bringing them in and trying to, we not doing that. Until we unite to do that, to go get our kids.
Give me Zephaniah 2:1.
As long as they can attack our kids.
Yeah, we doing that right now. But this the thing that you said, you was trying to get them together. The difference is, it ain't us that's doing it. We doing it through the word of God.
Right.
Christ said, my sheep hear my voice.
Right.
So they ain't gonna hear you. They ain't gonna hear them pastors, because they ain't coming with God's scripture and law.
Right.
That's why we got, I'm saying that's what we got to do.
I don't take credit.
I'm not saying you in general. What I'm saying is, the movement was by man.
Right.
That's why it failed. Just like the Black Panther movement. At one time, they had people together. They had the dope people helping them out and all that stuff. The dope dealers put money into the movement to fund it and do the free breakfast programs and stuff. And it was working for a period of time. But what? It ended because it was by man.
Right.
It didn't have God up in it. It didn't have the scriptures of God up in it.
Right.
Just like Martin Luther King movement, it was big. He did a lot for our people. He really did. He the reason why we can come out here today and teach. I don't take nothing away from him. But at the end of the day, that still was a movement by man.
Right.
And that movement, what it was, not SNCC, but not SLLC. Yeah, Southern Christian Leadership Conference, right? Had a lot of Christian pastors. Had a lot of rabbis, all kind of stuff in there. But that still was a movement of man. It wasn't moved by God.
Right.
Because it still came down to a screeching hope. Read that.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Yeah.
Gather yourselves together.
Yeah.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Now you're right. You got a great point. We need to come together. But we got to come together under one common denominator.
Right.
And that common denominator is God's law.
Right.
Under the faith of Christ.
Right.
Give me Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. Is it 12 to 14? 22, yeah, 22, 14.
We know what God's laws is. God's laws is righteous.
All right, so if we know what God's laws is, why we ain't keeping them?
Bring it out.
I live it. I walk it.
Yeah?
I walk it.
Okay. All praise.
I
Read
do
that.
no harm.
The book of Revelation, chapter 21, 22, and verse 14.
Yeah.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
It says, it's going to be blessed are they that do his commandments. We ain't being blessed right now because you see what's going on.
Right.
Too much trap, too much dope selling. Everybody got these different philosophies in their head. Scientology over here, then you got the comedic community, you got the so-called want to be conscious, poetic community, all this different stuff. We got to come back to God's laws and actually do them.
Right.
Do what God say do. Read.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they might have the right to the tree of life, and may enter through the gates into the city.
All right. So my brother, you said you do keep God's laws, right? You keep his commandments. So tell me something. What today is?
That's
according to God's law. What we should do today?
Just like you.
The Sabbath, yeah. What should we do today? How do we observe the Sabbath?
How do we observe?
I say it's
the same way they do it on Sunday.
No. No, because there are specific rules and guidelines we must follow on the Sabbath day. So how do we observe the Sabbath?
So let me you gonna tell me, but let me ask you a question before you tell me.
We're gonna read it. We're gonna read it.
So
What's your nationality?
if we
Hey, how y'all doing, by the way?
You're saying we have a bunch of different philosophies
Right.
and nationality, all these different things we got in our head. But you said now we got to do it.
Right.
It don't matter what these philosophies, as long as you're doing righteousness and you walking in
You can't do righteousness if you into other philosophies. Hey, brother, where you going real quick? Come on back, brother. Come on back. I'm done with you. What's your name?
I got sleep.
You got what?
I got to go to work, bro.
What time you got to go to work?
So the book says acknowledge
You already late. Come on. Stop turning now. You already late. It's your first time.
That's what the book say, right?
Come on, sis. You said what?
The book say acknowledge them in all thy doing.
Yeah, you got to acknowledge it. Sis, what's your nationality according to the Bible? That's what we're going over.
Hey, show him that we came on slave ship.
That we came on slave ship. All praise. So all this finna work together for the good, right? So I'm finna deal with that. Now go back to Deuteronomy 28:15, because we got to get the point. What's your nationality first? Do you know your nationality?
Black American.
You're a black American. Sis, what you think your nationality is according to the Bible? A black American, right? So you already know your nationality. So now I got to teach you. I'm going to get right back to your point. I got to bring them up to speed. Now I'm going to tie everything all in together. Read Deuteronomy 28:15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All right. So who was he talking to? Who was Moses talking to that all these curses going to come upon them and overtake them if they don't hearken and do the commandment? Who do you think that's referring to? Think of all the people in the world. Who seem like a cursed people to you?
Children of Israel, us.
Yeah, when you look on TV, you look at the news, who else being portrayed in a bad light? Think about it. You said black people, right?
Palestinians.
Okay. Who do you think? Black people? Okay. Read Deuteronomy 1:1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Work it out.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
All right, it said Moses spoke to all Israel. So he told Israel, if you don't keep God's laws, I'm going to put curses on your people. Y'all said them curses sound like they on black people, right? Let's prove that. Read verse 16.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
How black people cursed in the city of Birmingham? Just think about the city overall in Birmingham. Poverty. What else?
Violence.
The nickname is called Murderham. They actually call this place Murderham. Is that good? Do you feel safe walking around your community every day? Is that good? That's a good thing. Most brothers got to carry a pistol on them or something. They got switches now. You can make a machine gun out of a little pistol. You'll get killed by a 13 or 14-year-old than a grown person. That's crazy. That's insane.
Nation is men leading by example.